Hey, the applause to start it off. We haven't died yet in the game. They were 2 minutes in, so that's worthy of applause. I figure,
Not bad,
I broke out the old intro video too. You notice that little variety there? Yeah, I like that one. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Holy crap, it's Monday again. And where the hell are the weeks going? Especially in the summer, they should last a little bit longer than it feels like they're lasting, Jesus Christ. So we are back with an almost full group because Vance couldn't make it today. So I'm sure that's going to result in a TPK, which really then we can blame Vance. So that's not bad.
I think he had a stripper convention to go to or something.
Yeah, something to do with that in Vegas. It was either a stripper convention or a honeymoon.
Maybe it is a combo. Maybe.
Yeah.
Convention.
I didn't know he was a stripper.
Yeah. He shakes it pretty good. He'll do private shows for $25 a half an hour there, Ken. He might give you the friends and family discount though, like he gave me. So I mean, but anyway, we usually bust match balls, but he's not here, so we got to throw somebody,
we don't do busting enough of Vance. So
of course. Yeah. So welcome everybody, and we're here. All right, Tim Shorts, Gothridge Manor, the toller of bells and the killer of PCs. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. Ken, what's up, man? What's going on? What's new with you?
I have oil for our lantern.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. And you also have a hat. Are you doing the beanie thing like Tim? Or should we all start doing? Is it that fucking cold in the summer in Pennsylvania? You're both wearing the beanie.
No, it was like 90+ degrees in the outside, but when you have the AC running, bald heads get cold quick.
Amen.
Well, I need a haircut, and it's actually happened tomorrow night. So
all right. So you're doing the shy shit.
So I wore a beanie.
Cover the hair.
So for some reason, we're not supposed to wear hats or beanies at work, and
really?
But I can. Yeah. I've gotten away with it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, set the standard.
Just tell them you're Jewish.
Yeah.
Well, I had somebody on my caseload ask me if I was Jewish.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why is that?" And he's cleaning up my hat. I'm like, "Oh."
Paul, where's your hat, dude?
I don't need any down here. It's
you're still good.
It's kind of very 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 average.
Well, I'm in the only room in our house that doesn't have air conditioning. So.
Oh, good God. How are you surviving, man?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I could never survive that. Hey, what's cool this week, guys? What do we have before we jump into the game? Tim, you want to start it off?
I don't think. Well, all right. These things are cool as hell. I don't know why I like them, but this way.
Yeah, let me use solo view.
It's hard to see it. Yeah, I still can't see it.
Yeah, a little shine, little glare there.
So these are these little Japanese notebooks.
Okay.
That's it. I don't really have any. I just really like them. I think they're cool.
What's so cool about it, though, as opposed to a regular, good old-fashioned American notebook?
Ancient American?
Don't know. I like the size of them. One, and then I don't know. I like the paper texture in there is different. It's I don't know. It's just one of those ones you just enjoy writing in.
Yeah.
I don't have any other explanation.
Like a moleskin, maybe, or something. Huh? There's called those moleskin notebooks people love so much.
I think they like them so much because they have to pay so much for them that they have to love them, or they feel bad for buying them.
Get screwed. Yeah, they get screwed over. Yeah. My cool thing is Jeffrey Jones put out another Gary's Appendix. I think we're up to number 6, I think. So I backed that, even though, as you all know, I never fucking read it. I still backed it because he numbers his things, and so therefore my OCD kicks in, and I have to keep buying them because I can't stop if they're numbered. Otherwise, if I'm missing a number, then I'm like pissed off at myself, right? So yeah, but the problem is, as you all know, is that I made a mistake and bought a bunch of back issue ones so that I didn't think I had. So now I have 1 through 4, I have 2 copies. I have 1 copy of 5 in print, and now I'm going to get a copy of 6 in print. In order to avoid having in the future to buy an extra one every time to keep this OCD up, I got to give away 4 of them. All right, because that way they don't exist anymore. All right, then I don't have to keep the OCD compulsion up. So so I'm just going to give them away at a ShireCon as part of some raffle or something. I'll add it to somebody's raffle.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that'd be good advertising for him, and people can take a look at it and see the quality. I'll leave it unwrapped and everything.
That's good. I like.
Yeah. And then I can stop my compulsion. It's nothing selfless at all. I just have to break the habit somehow, Yeah.
Can't you just like put a sticker over the numbers so you can't see it?
Then I'm ruining it. Then I have to get a new one to fix. You see, I'm defacing it. It's just hard. It's a hard life, dude. I'm telling you, it's a hard life. Tim has seen my books. He knows my situation. What do you guys
I've done that with not gaming books, but regular books where it's like, I'll get one in the series, never read it. And then it's like, well, I got to get all the other ones now.
Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, my brother. You get it. You understand. Yes, that's what it is. I know you're a bigger book guy than I am. And his Instagram feed is usually the 6 or 7 books I'm going to read like this afternoon, and he bang them all out. What do you got, Ken? Anything new? Anything good going on?
Had a really good Father's Day with my son.
Nice,
Sunday.
very cool.
Oh, very cool.
Very
nice.
cool. Happy Father's Day, everybody out there. Belated Father's Day.
So the good news for us is he's always had at least one job. He's a really hard worker, but he likes his job. And he's working in the tech industry, and it's an international company. So he's been to Great Britain, France. He's going to Germany and Italy in a couple months.
Nice.
Can't
beat that on someone else's dime, too, right?
That's a good
thing.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I think when he's in Italy, they're gonna plan to take a few extra days, and one of his coworkers, he's going to rent a motorcycle, and he knows he used to own a road bike and used to race motocross, so he's going to do some touring in Italy if everything works out.
Oh,
very cool. Very cool. All right, what you got, Paul? What's going on with you? Do you have kids? I forget. Do you have kids right now? Or?
Yeah, I got 3. Well, I got 3 kids. They're all grown up. They're all moved out of the house. So
okay, all right.
And we had a great Father's Day as well. Everybody came in from wherever they were, and we celebrated and ate a lot, and always a good time.
They'll give you dice as gifts.
They do not,
because that's what I would want.
They do give me Amazon gift cards, and
you go.
My daughter gave me whiskey pecans. She lives in Nashville, and those are delicious. So
whiskey pecans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's a new one.
I will say this: that my favorite gaming thing of the week, I got this little thing in the mail from this guy Tim Shorts.
Oh, you finally got it. I'm glad you got it, Paul.
Nice.
And anyway, so these are fantastic. So this guy's got a Patreon and everything, and anybody that wants this really cool stuff should go over there and Gothridge Manor and get themselves some really cool stuff. Full review coming, by the way, on the channel.
Okay.
Full review coming.
Well, considering he's our game master or dungeon master, I'm not about to say anything negative about him right now.
Yeah,
I'll do it later offline.
Listen,
right.
I'm sucking up right now. Okay,
yeah.
I'm trying to.
The raging review will come afterwards.
Yeah, after he kills us and he kicks us out of the game, then it's all over.
The review will depend upon how this game goes tonight. I will say that.
Yep. Oh, that's a good smart move, man. That's a smart move. Yeah.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Let me get my stuff straightened out here, guys. All right. Can you guys see Roll20?
Let's see. Let me start showing Roll20 here. I will present that for everybody. Present the window for. There we go. All right, we got it. Let's see. I believe it's showing. Good. Correct. Okay.
Yep.
I think I met her through a personal ad sometime.
Oh, nice. The old Craigslist good days, huh? The glory days of Craigslist back before it all got locked down.
I actually met my wife through the Yahoo personals.
Really?
Yahoo
personals.
Shit. Huh.
Yeah.
No shit.
Very nice.
All right. Let's see. So
who wants to do a quick review of what happened or where we ended at or whatever you'd like?
I nominate Paul.
All right.
Well, I know he was taking good notes.
We did. We met with Mayor Ivanov at the hamlet of Houndshead.
Mhm.
And we chosen Liliana as our guide,
Mhm. Yes, we did.
which was a good choice because one of our other guides did not make it. And we have encountered some things. We encountered a very smart troll. We've encountered a dark forest, and we are now in pursuit of the cult. It was the cult mistress of the Dark Moon. And so we're in the midst. We are just about, I think, to head into the depths of the lair of the cult of the Dark.
Did you say death or depths? Okay.
Into the depths.
Oh, okay, because I thought you were just foreshadowing.
Which it can be either. I mean, really, I mean, it's interchangeable for this adventure.
50-50.
50-50. So we are down one, but
yeah, it's gonna hurt us.
I had a feeling he was gonna shank us anyway. So I didn't have full confidence in him.
Just as we enter, though, no guts, no glory. If he wants to go celebrate, what was it, wedding anniversary? They come and go. But this dungeon delve does it. It's a one-time thing. I'm just saying, just slacker.
Just saying. All right. So you guys find the entrance there. They lead you right to it with all the different. Make sure everybody can see what they need to see.
Let's see. All right.
We don't need Ori there because he's just a smelly little thing now. And then Threnar will just.
So before we do anything else, I'm going to do the abbreviated blessing of the dead.
Okay. the abbreviated. It's like.
Well, he's a small.
Go away. Is that
and especially he's small now.
Smaller. He's in. But now, while you're kind of doing that around the entrance, and you guys see crows starting to land on around the trees, and a particularly larger one lands on the entrance, like above the entranceway.
Are they looking at us in any meaningful, creepy ass way, or are they just kind of chilling?
I mean, they're crows, so you take them as being a dwarf. You take them as a lot of birds, and they're going to shit on everything.
Yeah.
Now,
how does my bird feel about that? How does Rita, my raven, react to?
Very uncomfortable. Kind of jittery, not squawking, almost like kind of tucking her head, like underneath your hat. Almost like trying to little bit type of thing. Draymond, you know that the gathering of crows is something that happens in the Comor Forest when there's an unbalance.
Okay, well, let me ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Sorry, kid, your adventuring was a bust. These crows here are a sign that something's out of whack. Something's not balanced. Something's messed up.
Well, that's not good. They're over the entrance, Tim, or just on the hill?
So the entrance to this place is a art. So what it looks like is an archway, stone archway, that's kind of just built like it might have been a part of a like a manor house or something, and this was like maybe the cellar parts to it. But there's really nothing else left of it. Your dwarven eye catches maybe traces of a faint foundation here and there. But it's pretty well built, and the like I said, the large crow is at the apex of the arch there, and there's just probably close to 100 crows, but they're not making any noise. They're really quiet. Normally, this much you wouldn't even be able to hear you guys talk, even though you're side by side with one another. But there are.
Did you say 100 crows?
Quiet. About 100 crows. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm going to walk towards the biggest one. The one that you said is above the entrance.
Okay.
Can I quickly ask before you do this? Let's just recap who has light. I'm a little fearful. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just so that we don't fuck something up. Because didn't Thranar have a light source, or did he? Or
Thranar was one of the light sources.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around with that. Yeah. So
who wants to be the new light bearer? Or are you just going to have one light bearer?
I have a sword and shield. I'd rather not give up one or the other. Does anybody have a free hand?
Well, I either use a mace and a shield or a two-handed warhammer.
What are you rocking, Paul?
I have a shield, but I have I have a free hand to carry one, but I may need that to I don't know if I needed to cast a spell or anything like that. But maybe most of my spells are verbal, so okay. Just do that.
Liliana, what do you think about carrying a light?
She is your light carrier right now.
Oh,
yeah. We need a PC light carrier.
Well, I was going to say
we learned our lesson well last time.
It doesn't work out well for us. So
no,
we outsource our light.
Yeah,
we don't want to do that.
Well, I'm not too worried about it myself because I can cast light. So,
all right.
It didn't sound too convinced by that rationale there.
I'm thinking myself, well, what if he goes down? But if he goes down, we lose our torch anyway. So then we're one way or the other.
Then you got Umberto there, but he's got like his big.
Well, if you guys have me in the back, then I'll take a light source. But I'm going to go up to where that is it here? Where's the big crow?
Right here, Ken.
Oh, so this is the entrance right here?
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go up and say, Master or Mr. Crow, what is the meaning of your gathering here? Are you here to send us a message? What does it portend?
When you ask that question, it spreads its wings, and you see like a couple of the crows that are up in the tree kind of swoop down towards where you buried Ori and land on him.
Are you predicting death?
Give me a roll, Ken. Wisdom. Do you have like the augury spell or anything like that?
Let me see what I have. No, I don't.
Okay, then but this is something you'd have because of your. So do a wisdom roll, and then this is going to be I'll say me. Oh, that.
So I rolled a 22.
22.
Oh yeah,
right.
Nat 20.
So what you're getting from the counting of crows, which is actually something that you do for your religion and everything like that. It seems like this, when you have this many, like there's an unbalance in. Let's see how I can put this. Unbalance in the death, as if those that are dying are not being claimed.
So they're in limbo, sort of.
That's all you get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your message. We will ponder it as we as we move to eliminate this threat.
So Ken, it swoops down, and you see it picks something up from the top of the archway, and he flies over you and drops this small medallion in your hand.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a death coin.
No, that's what you needed last time.
We could have used it last time.
Yeah, right.
You're 2 sessions too late.
All right, so
and you recognize it as a basically a blessing amulet.
Mm.
You remember what those do, right, Ken?
Those are nice.
It's +1
to any D20 roll. Yeah, was it any D20 or every roll, Tim?
Every D20 rolls.
Every D20, and then couldn't she use it as a blow a charge? It's only charge, and you get a reroll. Like
I determine when that gets blown out.
What's that?
I determine when the almost like if there was a death blow or a crippling blow or so. I mean, you get like Ken could argue, like ask it could it be low now or not, but usually I'll do it when it seems appropriate or when.
Gotcha. Okay. I haven't seen.
Do you remember that now, Ken?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, Paul, what they are, these blessing amulets that we have in our campaign, they're basically holy relic kind of coins and stuff, but they add plus powerful like blessing to the person. They have +1 to all their D20 rolls, and then like say Ken gets the business end of an ogre foot to his face or something like that would normally crush his skull. This thing will kind of like explode or kind of and like knock him over. It'll do something that will avoid being killed, but then it's gone, and then you lose all your +1s and everything. So it's almost like get out of jail
free card. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was thinking that.
Yeah. So
I was playing Monopoly with boys yesterday.
That's interesting though. Then I guess Eleanor is wondering, why would the crows give us this? Why would the crows be merciful unto us?
I'm wondering. You understood their message there, Dreamont.
From what you're saying, Tim, the dwarves and crows crows play a part in my religion.
Yeah, because okay. Yeah, because I know we didn't go into much detail with this because if we did it on campaign, definitely would have got more information. Crows are definitely like the eyes, the messengers, the mouth of the Comor Forest for your religion in a lot of ways. And then when you see a gathering, because the Comor Forest is all about keeping balance, about keeping no one more powerful than the other, good or bad, death, life. They're just constantly doing checks and balances throughout. And they will provide small gifts to those who are trying to help them keep the checks and balances the way they believe it should be.
But can I ask Dreamont, what is it that they mean that they're not being claimed? If you bury them in the earth, wouldn't the earth then claim them? Or does somebody else need to claim them? I'm missing something.
Maybe they're not being buried. Maybe they're being turned into undead or something else that's that is upsetting the balance of the forest.
Okay.
So something here is throwing off the natural order of things, and the crows here are here to both tell us that and warn us that. So our not only have they in a small but important way, at least important to me, blessed our mission, but they've also raised the stakes, because it's not just about us doing something on behalf of Houndshead. We're here to help the Comor Forest as well.
Okay. Well, anytime we could get credit with the Gomor Forest, I say that looking around respectfully is a good thing. So I'm all for it.
It beats getting strung up in a tree somewhere.
Yeah, there's been some of that.
I hear that's going around.
All right. Well, maybe we could two birds with one stone with this here. I mean, it's
Well,
probably no
hey,
coincidence.
Hey,
Oh, wait, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Sorry, birds. Maybe
Such a birdophobe.
Maybe two owlbears with one stone here, and we'll check this place out and maybe understand. I probably no coincidence that they all landed on it here in front of us. It might be symbolic of something. Can we do a walk around and get the outline of the place, Tim?
No, this isn't. This is underground.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, just this top part. You got about now these square. Now who's going to go in first? Who? Let's get a marching order in there. These squares that you're going to go into are 10 feet, so you can go two abreast there. So there is a little bit more room to move.
Me and Umberto could go. If Dreamont, you want to get behind us with the light, that'd be helpful.
Oops.
So you want Umberto and who else? You, of course.
Columbo, yeah.
You probably want. You may want Liliana. I mean, I don't know how much she knows of. Well, I think she shared a little bit about what she knows about the forest. I'm sure she's never been in here before, so.
So we got
well, let's ask her. Liliana, have you been in here? Do you know anything about this place?
She kind of looks around. She's like, I've been here before, but and I've seen this place, but not. So that's what you guys see as you're going. I'm just positioning you guys as so that way, because I don't know if the okay, so the border's not blocking you guys. All right. So when you kind of step in there, the lantern illuminates this, old stone. Stairs are smooth. They've been filled with leaves and dirt, but it does look like there's been some traffic. But of course, the thing that you see up ahead of you is this moving kind of smoke wall that's down, down further. The stairs seem to disappear into that smoky wall.
Is there a source of the smoke? Is there cracks on the face of the floor that it's coming out of? Is it?
No, it just looks like it's just there. It doesn't look like it's not moving like normal smoke. It's moving all around, but it's almost like a massive smoke that just keeps swirling in on itself.
Okay. All right. So it's
moving around.
Does it smell in the area? Do we smell anything? Or
you do. Like when you smell it, you smell a mixture of like someone's been like food. You smell the mixture of like the faint rot of just faint rot from, but it doesn't smell like nearby, but it's come through like in the past. Sort of like, when you're in an elevator, somebody farts and leaves and you come in, 15 minutes later, and you still get a whiff of it kind of
Wasn't
deal.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't Joe. And you hear footsteps, but not normal footsteps. They kind of shuffle and they kind of move in an unrhythmic kind of way.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it sounds like they're Fremen sandwalkers, really.
That's right.
Watch out for big worms. Oh, dude, it's great. It's great. I enjoyed it. Saw that in the theater in IMAX. Anyway, I'll get a little closer to this.
Why don't we do this right now before we even get anywhere?
Okay.
I'm just gonna Rob, I'm gonna have you guys do initiative right now.
All right. That's not ominous or anything.
No.
Well, that way I'm gonna use this initiative not only for your combat initiative, but I'm gonna go through each one of you, in turn, so it'll be both for this. And Let me get rid of these two.
Want me to roll for the Umberto?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Hold on. Let me.
Does Umberto have a dex bonus, Tim?
No.
All right, so it's just 14.
And you guys remember, if you roll on your character sheet on
Yeah.
that very top by your name, I think it'll populate it.
Yeah, you got to select your character too. Like high, you know.
Oh, you got to do it at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, like left click on your character, like Columbo there.
And then Ken, do you have control of Liliana, or does
I think I do.
Okay, why don't you go ahead, Paul, and roll for Liliana also.
Okay.
I suck at these initiative rolls.
I know.
Let's see here.
And Joe's brother is the one who always gets like 20 or above on initiatives.
It's nuts. He always specs his 5e guys to have high initiative too. He likes that.
All right. That is mine, and then I will roll for.
She gets +1 on her initiative there.
And she gets +1. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get her.
Yeah, if you highlight her and then click your own initiative die roller, it would give her name in there. It's all about who you're highlighting.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do that.
You know what I mean? So just one left click on her token and then roll, and it should populate. Did you highlight Eliana?
Yeah, I highlighted her.
Because that's what I did for Umberto when it worked.
Huh.
Yeah.
So good. How do we fill? How do we fill those in then?
Well, no, Paul, you clicked the wrong thing. You clicked the dex check instead of the initiative. The initiative is right next to your name on the character sheet, that little dice next to your name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a dice. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you highlight either of them, you'll be able to do that.
Try that again. I'll try me.
Okay.
There we go. And then I will try her.
And boom. All right.
There we go. Great. All right, so we're going to go in turn order now. All right, Columbo, what would you like to do?
Well, sword is out, shield is up, light is behind me. I give a look to Umberto, and I, move forward with the sword out, aiming outwards, and touch the smoke with the sword.
Okay, move your guy forward.
All right. With Umberto at my side. I'll move Umberto until you tell me his morale fails and he can't, basically. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
All right, so you go up to this, what looks like a kind of a smoke wall up there, and you put your sword into it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Just swish it around. Does it do anything? Does it hurt the sword? Burn it?
No, I mean, it affects the pattern a little bit, but no more than you're swishing a sword around in a pool of water.
Can I see through it now that I'm closer to the other side?
No, this is very dense. Kind of what you're seeing is really dense, thick smoke.
That reminds me of a sacred dwarven song.
Oh.
You put your long sword in, you put your long sword out, you put your long sword in, and you shake it all about.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we sing for you too to get views. We'll do whatever it takes. Vance will do private shows for $20 for friends and family. Ken will sing. It's all about the views, baby.
I bet. All right, so I'm going to go to Eleanor. What would you like to? So you're kind of in the back there, but you can see everything fine. This place is very well lit for the small area, and since they're going down, you can kind of see everything that's going on.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to. I think I'm going to cast Augury to see if I can ascertain what is happening here, what is happening beyond the smoke, if I can. So let me go ahead and roll that.
Does it have to be a yes or no question, Paul? I can't remember how Augury works.
Yeah, I believe it has. It says, ask you have a question about a course of action, weal or woe. So
weal or woe. Okay.
Yeah, is it in our favor or not in our favor? Maybe. I guess that's maybe how it's done.
Okay, so then what is your question for it then?
Okay, let me go ahead and roll because I got to roll it first. So, okay, that's a failure.
Okay, so when you go to cast it, you feel that like there's definitely some sort of disruptive presence down here. Normally, when you do this kind of spell casting, you get this familiar feeling within yourself about casting it, but when you tried to cast it this time, it just wasn't there. It just wasn't. It's almost like something was interfering with your magic.
Yeah, I definitely got that feeling.
Yeah, that's the feeling you got.
That was
all right. Umberto, what do you want Umberto to do?
Well, would he do anything without Kojak telling him? Or Columbo telling him to do stuff?
I know. I'll probably call him Kojak.
Yeah.
Well, they're cousins, baby.
They're cousins after
That's
all.
Right.
Would it be self? You know what I'm
saying? What he'll do is he watches what you do, and then he sticks his two-handed axe in it, and starts making bigger swishing.
Okay.
And even though your short sword doesn't move too much smoke around, what he's doing is moving a lot of it around.
Oh, all right.
But it's not penetrating it.
Not enough to view.
Nothing to view on the other side.
I ask Umberto, does he feel any resistance in the smoke?
Next turn.
All right.
I know. Yeah, this is the hardest part for you. Is your turn.
Yeah, it really is, especially out of character, because sometimes turn order doesn't make as much sense.
I know. So Liliana she kind of just steps closer to make sure you can see better. She's holding up the light more, and she just kind of looks back at Draymond and what is this?
I don't know. Definitely not good.
Does she look scared? Or what is her demeanor like?
From where you're at and your failure, you have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Draymond, so your turn.
All right. I feel the need for a drink. And I'm going to probably regret this, but I'm going to drink my potion of clairvoyance.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Nice.
Clairvoyance. So you see with voyant. Okay.
How far does that reach, Ken? Did we write down for that one?
60F, whatever.
60
so I can see 60F.
60 feet, then?
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what it is.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Joe may think otherwise.
Too. Without a doubt.
Well, F I think is focus.
Well, for that one, is that what it is?
Spell, or it is a spell, right? Isn't it? Because
you're right. Yeah, you can't do another spell with it. I think you're right.
Well, it's a potion.
It's a potion.
So it works differently. Okay.
Yeah. So did we put the duration on that, Ken? I can't remember what we did with that one.
Please don't take away my experience points. I'm looking it up.
No, go ahead. No, please look it up.
Potion.
I'm the merciful one too. Remember? Yeah.
It's not in the book, is it? I don't see it in the back.
So Ken, what we'll do? Let me see. I'll do. I think most potions last 10 rounds.
Yeah, 10 rounds. 10 rounds.
Yeah.
So we'll say it's 10 rounds, and we'll say it's 60 feet. I like that. That'll work.
Yeah, that I remember you saying.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. So, So we'll do 10 rounds. So keep track of your rounds, then, Ken, if you would.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you. Unfortunately, I can't separate it so you guys will see this, but you can't really,
close your eyes,
just react to it.
Yeah. Oh, we're down to one viewer, guys.
Down to one.
Down to one.
Enough. Well, we're not working hard enough. We got to get rid of one more, huh?
It was the hokey pokey that
we did have a precipitous drop off in viewership when you started singing. Gotta say,
hey, it's for the love of the game.
So
it's probably my brother too, because he just watches it to give me the credits for watching it, but he doesn't watch it and he puts it on in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Funny.
That's fair.
So we have nobody watching right now.
You know what? Okay, we don't do it for the crowds.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah. I hope not.
All right.
Ken, I'm going to increase her, her, because it's really hard to do this with that. What happened here? Why is everything checkmarked? Oh, I see. I see now. Okay. Actually, I can do with you, can I? Termite.
You can move a torch there. You could like create a token of a torch, Tim, and drag it in and give it light.
I think I can give him sight on his own.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Totally. Maybe. That's too much work. So that's and it's not really going to be that important there. So let's see, 60 there.
Is that Gandhi?
It kind of does, doesn't it look like it? Yeah.
Or the old Kung Fu show back in the day. Remember Qui-Gon Kane, whatever his name was?
Oh yeah.
Back in his training days in Shaolin. I love that show. It was a good show, man.
So that's what you see, Ken. So what you see is you see this kind of rather plain looking or dressed guy. I mean, he looks like he's got some sort of Hessian kind of wrap around him. It's very simple, but it does look like he's wearing something underneath it. He is armed, and the noise that you were hearing is him. He's like sweeping the area there, and then all the way in the back you see this guy right here. And what you see of him, Ken, is he's getting up. And when he gets up, you can hear the clinging of armor and whatnot. And you see him pull out a like a recurved bow, and he's pulling out, kind of walking towards your direction, but
So
kind of looking through the smoke.
Does Columbo have a bow?
I do. I have a light crossbow, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, light crossbow. There's no light crossbow in this. Yeah.
Columbo, shoot straight ahead.
All right. If I can, Tim.
Yeah, let's see, because Dermont's last.
Straight ahead.
Let me do the turn order for these guys.
You saying straight ahead, Ken?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I don't know if you get to go first yet, though. I'm going to see if these guys go. How do I add ones on here, Joe? I forgot how to do that now.
Add, you left click on it. Or sorry, right click on the token.
Right click on it.
And then there's an add turn.
Add turn. There we go. Yeah. Okay. And add turn. All right. And he does not have any fantasticness about him, but he got a nat 20, so that means he gets gonna act first. And then the guy with the bow is gonna go next to last. All right. So Ken, what you see, this guy says something. Everybody can hear this. It's not like you guys can hear everything, you just can't see it. Okay. You hear someone talking in common, but it's almost like this weird dialect. It's like going to like the Cajun country. It's like, yeah, I know it's English, but I don't understand a word you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That kind of deal. And you see, Ken, you see this guy draw his sword, but he kind of stands right there. And this guy kind of lines up with his bow, stuff there. So now, Columbo, it's your turn.
All right. I will shoot straight ahead as I will trust my companion. And
okay. So what I'll do is, you can't see, normally I give you a -4, but since Ken's kind of helping to guide you. I'll give you only a -2 to hit.
All right. So this -2 is 14 to hit. That work?
So that rolls a 14 then?
Yeah, because -2. That's my built-in. There's no way to put a penalty in there. So I just have to.
Right. Well, there is, but you just.
Is there?
You don't. Yeah, but you don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
You can just do it like that. Because are you on the dice roller or anything like that?
I'm using my character sheet, so I just click on long.
Oh, they're right on the character sheet. No,
yeah, I just click on there.
-2. So Ken, what you see is you see this arrow or the bolt hit this guy right in the chest, and he flinches away from it. But it seems like it while it's penetrated his armor, it doesn't look like it wounded him. Okay, Umberto kind of like he's looking. He kind of is like. He runs right through. You see him raise his axe and he runs right through, and he meets this guy who is surprised that he's getting attacked by a kind of a big guy. And what's he got? +1 to hit for two-handed weapons, Joe? Is that what I told you? Or is it +2?
+2 to hit.
+2 to hit?
And damage is 2d6. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
So Umberto makes an impressive showing from the get-go. So let's see. He does
2d6 is what I got written down. I don't know what a strength bonus might be, but the roll is 2d6.
Remember, there's no strength bonus for damage.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So his natural damage is 2d6 then?
That's what I wrote down. I have +2 to hit and damage.
So he did 18 points of damage.
Oh, Tim, it also says +2 to hit and damage. Does that make sense? Or no? Okay.
No, +2 to hit, yeah, but he doesn't have anything that would help him with damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And then 2d6.
So you see this poor guy kind of look up. The blade catches him right in the crook of the neck and the shoulder, and it kind of keeps continuing down until about mid-rib cage until it finally stops. And the guy's still alive, and he's still standing there, but you can tell like he's only standing up because Umberto, the axe is stuck in the guy, and Umberto seems to be enjoying it. And well, you guys unfortunately can't see this, so except Ken. And so basically he's almost using his axe like a spatula to keep the guy up.
Did the blood spatter back through the smoke onto us?
Or was there
I'm sure
no blood spatter?
Yeah, it was just okay. Eleanor, so you saw Umberto run through, you heard him yell, and then you heard someone else screech a little bit. And go ahead. What would you like to do?
I'm going to let's see. I'm going to move up here, I think, and I think I'm going to. I guess I can do this. I'm going to do Shadow Dance, which is an illusion.
Okay.
And it says you spin shadow stuff into a convincing visible and audible illusion at a point within near. And the illusion can be as big as a person, can move within a near range of where it appeared. And the illusion can't affect physical objects. Touching the illusion reveals its false nature. So I'm going to have I'm going to make a very large human raven appear right here.
You said it has to be near though, Paul, or what?
Well, near, yeah. So how far would near be then?
Oh yeah, near is 30 feet. So yep, yeah, you could do that. You can't see it. That part you can't see because you're still behind the.
Right. So yeah. Oh yeah. Within near. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. I'll go ahead and do that, and then
if you step through it, you could do it, but you're trying to avoid doing that. I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, I would just say you probably couldn't do it just because you can't see it.
Because I can't see. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's fine. Then I'll go ahead and I will. All right, I will step through.
And Umberto's there with the guy, but remember these are 10-foot, so you do have a lot of room to maneuver there.
Well, I don't know what's on the other side, so I'm not going to be quick to run.
Sure.
Ahead. So I'm going to come through the mist and have I'll have the spell ready. How about that? Can I move and then have the spell ready?
Yeah.
Whatever I see in my mind, I'm going to have a giant raven appear in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Eleanor sees him,
right,
the giant raven will basically look at him and say, we do not wish to hurt you. Stay your hand.
All right, let's see here.
So I will roll that to see if it even goes off. It may not go off, so we'll see.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh, goes off. Good.
Good. So do that, and you see, your large raven appear, and you say those words, and now it is Liliana's turn, and Liliana is kind of gonna stay right here. Now, when you guys are over here too, Eleanor, you notice that I got to put up some torches, but there's actually a torch against the one wall. Let me see if I put this up here. Place light. And there you go. Can you guys see that then?
Yep. There's two there now.
Yeah, I accidentally, because I forgot. When I try to right click to go away off of it or whatever, it actually puts another one. It's like, nope, we want another one. So anything beyond that, guys, is still like actually in the dark. Remember, just because Ken's got the thing, you guys can't see as far. It's just hard to differentiate the two in Roll20. So
there's a little shadow we could tell there. It looks like that's kind of good right here. It looks like it ends. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's good.
All right. Let's see. So Liliana, she's staying put. And then this guy, let me roll here. 2d7. All right. 1, 2. Let's see. So odd you, Paul, even him. Even Umberto. Umberto gets shot at. This will have a +1 to it. A 15, I believe that hits Umberto. And
I don't know what his hit point, AC or hit points are, Tim.
Okay, so you see, yeah, he had a 12, or not a 12, 13. What has changed? That's 13, right? Because it goes up odd in this one. I get the even. So one's leather, 3's chain. So it's chainmail, gets hit, and it buries itself in there. And you see Umberto kind of stagger back into. Whoops, I'm moving that now. To the fog, to the smoke there. And he reloads his bow. All right, Draymond.
I am
going to all that happen.
Okay,
and you also see Umberto collapse in the smoke.
Okay, I'm going to step up to where he is since I can see him.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Okay.
Or Cure Wounds. I guess it's Cure Light Wounds.
Son of a bitch. Failure. Oh, fuck. Right. We're fucked.
Did I kill him?
There's. Right. I don't think since you're not a magic user, I don't get to use the good. I should still make a roll on it, but no.
I wonder why it's critical failure too. I mean,
because he rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Did he roll a 1?
Yeah.
No, so that means I have to do.
You have to do some pen.
Yeah, you can't cast it for until you do some real big pen.
Yeah, so basically it's off your thing. And when you laid your hands on him anyways, Ken, you went to heal him, and what you felt though too, but like when you put your hands on him, to heal him. You already felt like the death was on him, but it wasn't going where his death wasn't going where it's supposed to go. Just a hint, and just for a moment, you kind of get this horrible vision of this what you're imagining is this grotesque female creature, but it's not complete.
Oh.
All right, let's go back up to the top. This guy is now not like a fried egg on a spatula. He's just dead.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Let's mark him as dead. Nope.
And if you right click, there's like a big X that goes through his body.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Right click?
Yeah, right click on his token, and then you'll see below like different options.
Yeah, I gotta click on
Should
the. That's what
should
I
be
have.
a big X.
I don't see an X, but I see this. I have to click the. Oh, it has all the token
There it is.
things on.
You got
there.
it. There it is. Yep, that's
All
it.
right. So Columbo, your turn.
All right. Seeing Umberto bite the big one, it looks like.
Yeah, you see, basically what you see from your side is you see his hand fall out of the smoke, and his battle axe hit the ground.
I will avenge thee, and I take it that
I will avenge thee.
I'm gonna pour a whole ass through this thing, quickly assess the situation. Dead one here, live one there, and charge and just beat the fuck out of live one. My longsword and shield out. All right.
All right. You can't quite make it to him. You can make it to which one are you trying to hack to death?
This guy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I'm wondering. You had said that near is 30 feet. Near is never specified in this game. So is that a house rule you're adding? Because near is
it is specified.
It is specified.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It took me a little while to find it, but it's in there.
Yeah. Yes, because they don't specify near. It's sort of like so what the close is 5 feet, near is 30 feet, and then far is as far as you can see.
It's an inside cover.
Okay.
Inside cover, Joe. I know you don't read anything that you get.
No, I do. I'm looking at page 104. It says distance. Close, near, and far distances are loose and don't require precise measurements. Nobody wants to misfire an arrow into a dragon's eye because of a mere 5-foot deficit. So that's why I was figuring, no, if she's not defining it, then it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's just using it as near is considered like 6 feet to 30 feet. Far is everything beyond 30 feet, pretty much.
Okay. So I can't quite get at them here this round.
You'd just be short. You could go up to 30 feet, so that'd end up like right about in there, Joe.
Okay. Yeah. So I was here, so I could get to about there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I double moved him without attacking, I could get to his face, right?
You could get to his face. Yeah.
In other words, I could get right up.
Just so you know, in Shadowdark, you being close does not interfere with somebody's bow shot. Like if you're in combat with them like there, you can't. I mean, it's not you can't. It wouldn't interfere with his missile attack.
Okay. I'm still gonna get up in his face. You know what I mean? So
no, I get that. Yes, so getting on his face. Good. All right, because then Umberto's Eleanor with your big crow. Yeah, I was looking up for a crow for you too. Yeah, or was it crow or raven? I forgot which one.
I was a raven.
Yeah, but you see, I typed in raven, Tim. You see, look on the screen there, on my, on the player screen, if you can.
Oh yeah, I got. I just have to, which ones I have available to me.
Yeah. I don't have anything free.
So I guess I will Eleanor will. Let's see. I'm seeing Columbo run past me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you see, he's kind of in full charge mode, berserker. No, maybe not berserker, but yeah, this muscular dwarf just like ready just to slam into something.
He's more badass than me because his player's stepping away to pee real quick. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move a little bit closer. I guess Well, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm gonna from here. Maybe I'm gonna since he's got that bow. I'm gonna move right over here, kind of out of the way, but keep my raven out here.
Okay.
And it's still gonna repeat the same message. It's still gonna says, "Stay your hand. We mean you no harm." And so just to see whether or not he's going to respond to that or whether or not he's going to continue to fight. Because I get it for 3 rounds. So
yeah, okay, just go ahead and keep. So we'll use this token for your big crow thing there.
Okay.
Good, and let me give it to you so you can move it around where you want then, Paul. Okay.
Sure.
Just have to relearn everything every time I do this stuff. Oops, details, come on. There we go. And controlled by Eleanor Digby. All right, you should have control over the bird.
Yep, so I'm going to leave the bird right there.
Okay, sounds good. And Liliana kind of sees everybody going. She looks at you real quick, Dermot, as she heads through, and she's kind of looking for acknowledgement from you.
Go over to where go through the smoke, go to the left to where Eleanor is.
Okay.
Die.
Not yet. No.
That's right. No.
Draymond hasn't went yet, though. So there's still time. All right, Draymond, go ahead.
All right, I can move up to about here.
All right. You're going to do anything else, though, Ken?
I'm going to cast. I'll look it up here. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Oh, okay. Great. Go ahead.
Guess I need to roll, don't I?
Yeah, make sure you don't blow up again.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Christ.
Again,
I'm going to be doing penance for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, you didn't critically fail that one. So you don't have to do penance for that one.
I just can't. Can I use it again?
No.
Not till
Okay,
tomorrow.
I didn't think so.
You got to do a rest after that. But again, it's like your guys feel like the connection to whatever God you was out there is the reception in here is like being interfered with. All right, now we're gonna go. So he's going. Columbo, it's your turn. Oh, no,
right.
that guy's turn. No, I forgot that guy's turn. I let Draymond go. So what he does, Columbo, he stands in front of you with his bow.
Yep.
And he takes his bow, breaks it across his knee, and spreads his arms.
The fuck? Is he saying anything to me? He's just doing that. Breaks the bow, spreads his arms.
Yeah, and he's got like a kind of a mismatched armor on him, and he's got kind of like a half helm on, and so you can see his face. You can't really see his eyes, like his eyes are covered by the helm, but like the lower half of his face you can see, and he just kind of grins at you when he does it.
I put my sword to his throat and say, "Drop it and kneel."
We already did drop it.
No, it dropped. I thought he just held it out. I'm sorry. So he dropped them both.
He broke. Remember, he broke the bow over his
Yep.
knees and then put up his hands.
Okay. Oh, so he's not holding the pieces anymore. Okay.
No, he doesn't have the piece. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, he drops the pieces and then raises his hands. Yep.
All right. So on your knees, and I got the sword through his throat.
Okay. All right.
Does he do it?
It's not his turn.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird, man. Strange thing.
What's the normal initiative, Joe?
I know it's a strange thing. Gotta get used to.
I know. So, Eleanor, your turn. So you kind of see what's transpiring there.
So I take a quick glance around. What does it look like is happening here? Is it just a campsite? Are they guarding something?
What you can tell, right? What you see, it seems like this was some sort of underground. Maybe it was a catacombs. Maybe it was just some sort of storage place. It looks like there was some sort of purpose. Been here a long time. The walls are in pretty good shape, except for, of course, where it's not up to the north there. But it looks like they are adorning the stones and some of the archways with like with these simple X's. They're just, but they're in blood. But it just looks like somebody's just taking like their hands and slashing it, or fingers and slashing and making these kind of very crude X's. And some of the X's you can tell have been on there for a while and are fading away. And then there's fresh ones and whatnot.
Okay. And that's what these guys were doing. Were slashing their hands and marking.
No, you didn't see what he was quite doing beforehand.
Okay.
But from the other one too. I mean, the only one who really knows what they're doing, but you can tell like the other guy died with a broom in his hand, so it looked like he was just kind of sweeping. These
guys are the dungeon janitors. We just killed the janitors.
Yeah, I was going to say the cult janitors. You just whack the cult janitors.
Cleaning up, taking the trash out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will come out here to see what is up, because the action has slowed down a little bit. So I guess I'm just going to come out here and join Columbo and just ask, what is happening? What are you doing here?
All right. Liliana kind of moves up there and just stays quiet. And on this guy's turn, he plunges his neck on your sword blade.
No. Okay, then.
He just puts his whole weight into it and plunges his neck there.
Well, then.
Well.
Is that suicide by dwarf?
Yeah.
And you see him take the blood that's coming from his neck.
Yeah.
And he basically takes an X. He paints an X on his chest with it, as he slowly drains, ensanguinated.
I'm not letting him go out that way, Tim. If I can, I'm going to grab some blood from him and I'm going to smear all the X away.
Okay, you're not going to put O and
no. I'm just going to smear it so there's no X. Not even giving the satisfaction of that.
Okay, all right. So
no good death for you, sir.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
You don't get to choose. All right. So you have, around you now, you kind of get a little bit of your bearings and everything. But as that happens, all right.
We're up to 5 viewers. 9 o'clock, as always. We get a fucking viewer.
I know. We always get a little bump in there. All right.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
We've only had one death so far.
Yeah,
it wasn't any of us.
NPC, baby.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. In the other campaign, I can't tell you how many NPCs Joe and his crew
Yeah.
went through.
Yeah.
It went
bad.
nuts.
We're gonna
You
rename
hear
the Cold Forest.
Lily on and go, no, no. And you see her light go out, and she looks, and she didn't realize there were torches up there, and she's like, whew. And she's like, do you want me to grab one of those, or do you want me to light a new one?
Grab one. Might as well make use of those.
All right, so she goes up and grab. Well, there's only one there, so.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna get rid of these light sources here now, guys. So you guys will have to rely.
What happened to? I had a lantern in my hand.
He did.
It's
You had
true.
a lantern in your hand? Oh, I didn't realize that, Ken. Oh, okay.
Did
He
we
was
have
the guy
two
we
lanterns?
designated. Well, we had Liliana, but then I was saying one of the PCs. No, you didn't, Ken. You said you got a light spell just in case.
Right. Yeah,
That's what
you
it
said
was.
you had a light spell. But I can. Well, you can put one in your hand now if you want. Maybe that's why you keep screwing up your spells. You're trying to cast with a lantern.
Casting in the dark. More light.
More light. More light.
Yeah, I thought I had what I
Casting
had
in
the
dark.
other light source, whatever it was.
Well, before we started, you said you had this spell, so you were just going to cast your spell. If you, that's
Right.
what I thought. That's what you said.
Nobody else would take the lantern,
Yeah.
so or whatever. Was it a
Okay.
lantern or a torch?
Well, we have a
I think it was
lantern.
lantern.
Yeah, we have a
she's
lantern.
got the lantern at 30 feet.
Mhm.
So what's yours? Is yours a torch then, Ken? You want to do
Yeah.
20 feet? Okay. So do you want her to have a torch or a lantern? Because you'll need to give up one of your oils if that's the case.
Why don't we have the PC with a better light source? Why don't you take the lantern, Ken? Does that make sense?
Okay, I'll take.
It gives it more of a range, you know?
Okay. Okay, you guys are all set up now. Light sources are going. Before the time runs out, Ken, do you want to do anything with your vision?
Well, we're in the dark right now.
You're not. Well, no. You guys are still lit. You guys still have one torch, and you relit the lantern.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't see anything.
Oh, that's because I took your vision away, probably.
Oh, I think you mean the clairaudience, though, or clairvoyance.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, but he can't see anything himself. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to look further down to the west.
How's that, Ken?
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell me what I see if you don't want to reveal it. Just
No, I mean, can you see now?
Yes.
You see your guy. Okay, all right. You're looking towards the west there. What you see is the corridor continues for about another 30 feet, and then it turns to the south.
Okay, and I'm going to go back and look south.
You see a like an old wooden door, arched wooden door there down that way. And I'm going to say your potion ends at that point.
Okay.
But in front of you, too, you guys also see a couple benches, and you see kind of a large chest right there.
Are we at a turn order, Tim? Or are we still doing turn by turn like now? You know what I mean? For stuff.
I just wanted Ken to kind of do his quick thing before I did. So, yeah, so we'll go. Columbo, go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to check the bodies, the corpses of these two people here.
Okay.
See if there's anything distinguishable, noticeable, anything interesting about them at all.
Not really. I mean, other than what they're dressed as. But when you look at the guy who is sweeping,
Yeah.
he looks real familiar. Give me an intelligence roll.
Ah, all right. All right. Let's see.
That's not one of your 18. Sorry.
No, that's why I swapped it out for I think my strength or something on that one. 5 on the roll.
He looks familiar to you, but you don't. He must be somebody you just one of those guys who looks like other people, kind of thing. All right. We guess we can get Umberto off this checklist here. Eleanor, what would you like to do?
I will come over here and investigate this chest.
Okay. All right. You do see that it is locked.
Well, it'd be nice if we had a roguish type character here. I'm afraid he is long gone.
Coward.
And just so you know, Joe, you were only able to search the one guy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. The sweeper, Tim, or the other guy? Which one?
Sweeper.
The sweeper. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So did the other guy disappear?
No, he's still there.
But he couldn't search him?
Yeah, he could. I just.
Oh, based on the turn.
Yeah, I just kind of. And then when he searched, that's the first guy I saw. So I kind of went with that one. So.
Yeah, the lock on it is it a key lock?
Yeah, it's like a standard kind of like old padlock type of.
Okay. Well, I'll shout at Columbo and say, "Hey, check his body to see if he has a key to this chest."
I'm busy searching the bald guy in the corner. The sweeper, you search. I guess I can't, right? Because I did. That's like my turn.
Yeah, you did your search, and then that would be Elnar's turn, and then we'll go to Draymond.
Closest to the body, yeah.
What do you want to do, Draymond? So you see, Columbo, I should have put you over here. For some reason, I was thinking you were next to that guy. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I would have shouted that to Draymond then.
And then Liliana's just trying to make sure everybody's in the light. She's just kind of keeping her eye out, and she seems a lot more capable with the torch. She's checking where your guys' angles are, and she like what you could tell even during the fight what a little bit she was in. She tries to take an angle with the torch so no shadow falls on it. The shadows don't fall on the enemy, so that way you can see everybody as clearly as possible.
Should I, Liliana, should I pour some oil on this guy and torch him?
She looks surprised that you're asking that question. I don't know. I'm not a priest. Is that what you do do you cremate the bodies?
Based on what I've seen, does that?
Mostly what your religion is in sky burials. So you just basically build a platform. And you know what it is. I don't have to explain it.
All right. Well, I'm going to do, while they're doing that, I'm going to go over to him with holding the torch or the lantern and do another quick, not last rites, but send off. Okay.
All right. And while you're doing it, Ken, again, you're just feeling even the act of this feels wrong here.
Well, this place ain't right.
All right, Columbo, what do you want to
do? So he searched the other guy, right? He's all done. He was thoroughly tossed that body. There's nothing else to do.
No, he didn't search. He didn't search this guy. He gave me the last rites.
Oh, okay. Then I will search the guy over here. Then I will search this one.
Okay. All right. So this guy, he's dressed in chainmail.
Mm-hmm.
It's in okay condition. It's not bad. It's definitely better quality than anybody that you'll find standing on the wall in the Angry Priest Den. But he's got the helm. He still has like 10 arrows left that you could salvage from him. He does have a long sword, and he does have a dagger on his side.
All right.
And then in a pouch you find 20 silver pieces. And these silver pieces are minted. Now you've seen a few of these, but you haven't, not a lot, but it's a new mint that Baron Mabray has done himself because he eventually wants to move away from the king, which is not like that big of a secret, but it's not like out in the open either. So to establish himself, the first thing he wants to do is establish one of his own currencies. So they're printed in scorn. So you got Baron Mabray in it. So you recognize, the political connotations of this, the simple coin becomes a little bit more significant with that.
Yeah. What's it doing here kind of a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you also find a big padlock key.
Ah, okay. So we have 20 silver longsword, crappy chain, 10 arrows, and a key.
Now, are you going to take the chain off of them and do all that stuff? Because that's going.
No, I just wanted. That was the inventory, right? That was the list.
That was the inventory.
That was the list. Okay, so writing it down as we go. So I'll grab the padlock key then off of him and throw it over there to Eleanor. Looking for this?
Yes. Exactly.
All right, Eleanor, you got your key in hand.
I'm gonna stand over here, guarding to get jumped, and also don't want to get blown up, and I don't want to get jumped over here. So,
okay, all right.
And by the way, while you guys are doing this, you still in the background you continually hear that like noise, and it doesn't sound quite like a chanting, but it just sounds like several people talking. They don't sound like they're talking to each other. It's almost like several different conversations going on. But it's very faint.
What direction?
Well, you're going to assume that it's hard to tell from the echoing, but since there's 2 doors to the south and none to the north, you're going to assume that it's to the south. But you're not sure which, because neither one of you got close enough to doors to really know.
You say there's 2 doors to the south. You mean over here, right?
But yeah, you don't only Ken knows those
okay.
doors there, but I mean, yeah, I'm sure mentioned or something like that. But yeah. All right, go ahead and so you open it up then.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open up and very carefully, very gingerly, just kind of click it and then slowly take the lock out.
Okay.
And then slowly lift the lid.
Yeah, this chest actually looks like almost like a old clothing, like traveling clothing type of chest, not for something like for this kind of situation.
Oh, like a steam trunk kind of a
thing. Kind of like a steam trunk. Yep. Not quite that big, but pretty like a smaller version of it, but pretty much the same kind of thing. And when you open it up, inside on the bottom, you see the first thing that attracts your eye is you see 2 bars of silver. And from what you can tell, it's hard silver. A little bit that you can. And they don't look like these bars were recently minted, so to speak. These look like they've been around for a long, long time. You find a few more weapons in there, like some daggers and some short swords, but they're all kind of crappy quality, nothing real good quality. But as you're kind of looking through, you see kind of a book-shaped object kind of hidden behind the lining very poorly. Like somebody tried to put it behind the lining, but it's just it's obvious that there's like some sort of, it looks maybe like a book, but rectangular shaped thing behind the lining.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll reach in there for that and see if I can pull it from there.
All right. When you pull it out, you see a leather journal, but you can't quite tell what the leather is of. It's kind of got a very, like when you run your hand over it, it almost has a prickly kind of texture to the top of it. It doesn't scratch you or gouge you, but it does have an abrasive feel, almost like a little bit of like a coarse sandpaper as you're going over it. But it doesn't have any details like on the cover or on the spine or on the back. It looks like it's in pretty decent condition compared to all the other stuff that's in here. So, all right, Dermrot, what are you doing? Draymond.
I'm kind of standing in the middle with the lantern, so he can.
Yeah, Liliana seems to have taken up kind of as best she can. She's got her dagger out and everything, and she's kind of facing that way just to make sure no one comes up that corridor. So, all right, Columbo, what do you want to do on the edge of your scared lantern light over there?
Well, I asked Jester to Draymond, why don't you come over here? We can see a little bit better. I'm out of everything's out of sight here for me. And what do you got in there? I'll yell out to Eleanor. Or if she didn't yell out what she found, I'll yell out, you know.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll kind of get out of, we'll just go ahead and converse and do what you guys want to do, and then I'll, if need be, I'll break into what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that. So you guys can act.
Just Draymond, get behind me so I can see down the hall here. I want to be able to just get a look. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh. We can see through the walls.
What? Oh, yeah. X-ray vision. It's a hell of a torch you got there. Or lantern. Yeah.
That's Jason. What's his name?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Is that were you supposed to see through that shut door, Tim, that dude?
No, but that's okay. He was going to come out anyways. He's kind of right here now, and you guys see the door opening.
Incoming! I yell out and charge and swing if I can.
Yeah, let's do. I forgot what this. Yeah, I'll give you a surprise on that one. Yeah, no reason. He's not a goblin, so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, I will. Why can't I? Oh, I'm grabbing Draymond. All right, run down there and
Draymond. We've talked about
grabbing Draymond. I know it's the inappropriate.
Let me get the little dwarf doll out so I can show you where he touches.
Not to touch. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, door opens. He gets it right in the face. Oh yeah, for 17 to hit and 11 damage, max damage. Right. Nice.
We're gonna have to go see Shadowdark HR after this because of what's happening.
All right. So, how much did you do, Joe? 11 again?
Yeah.
11. Damn, that's good. All right.
All right. I'm have the shield.
Let me roll initiative. Well, no, because it's still surprise. So you can go ahead, Ken.
Okay. I'm finishing my Warhammer.
Yeah, he's still up.
Well,
+1, Ken. So 11, if that matters. Right? You're +1 every roll now.
Yeah, right. Don't forget your bless. Yeah. So, nope, that does not hit. All right. And then, Eleanor, what would you like to be doing there? These guys decide to leave without you.
Oh, they just took off.
Nobody did yell, incoming. So
that's all I heard. That's right. Yeah. I just shake my head. I would say, well, let's see. I don't have a lot. The only light source I have is Liliana. Yes.
Yeah, you should be in light right now.
Well, I am. Yes, but I'm saying if I move, hopefully Liliana will move with me. But like I can't see you guys, so if I come over here, well, I have something.
I mean, here's the way she kind of turns around is kind of you. There.
Okay. Well, I guess I have some sort of light on me because the darkness is peeling away as I move.
You might be seeing Draymond's light too.
Oh, that maybe I'm coming into his light. That may be.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will run into the glowy area here, where I take the book with me, of course.
Yes.
And so I turn around.
Tim, I put the torch down. Oops. Why am I trying to do that on?
I know. Try to click on YouTube and it doesn't work so well, does it?
Yeah. So I put the torch down right behind us, like right here.
Okay. Put it down on the ground. All right.
So what do I see? I see Draymond, Columbo, and some guy.
Yeah, the guy kind of similarly dressed from the other guy that was there with the bow.
Okay. Is he dead?
Well, he's still standing. Yeah, I mean, he's got a nice what was it, an axe? Or was it axe or warhammer? Longsword.
Longsword.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
Columbo got a nice gash of through his armor, and blood's kind of spilling, kind of coming out pretty thick out of his chest.
Okay. All right. I will. Let's see here. I will. Okay. I will do eye bite on him, which means if I
I've been
do an
waiting for you
eye,
to cast that one.
huh?
I've been waiting for you to cast that one.
I'm going to do eye bite, which will do 1d4 damage if it goes off, and then
Right.
he will not. That target will not be able to see me.
Right.
Huh.
And then does it last for just one turn, or does it last for?
I think it's just the eye bite is instant, so just happens and it's done.
Wow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll then, Paul.
Okay.
You should have just for whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, what is with you? Yeah, this is the
That's gone.
You know what? I couldn't role play this any better
God.
than where you guys are at. Yeah, it is just you're unable to reach your god in this situation.
I'm going to change God carriers because I'm getting no signal.
You know what it is?
That's horrible.
You have to go with you change your deity to Mike Tyson and go with ear bite. All right.
Ear bite. I do 1.d4 points of damage, and he can't hear me.
That's right.
Then he can't hear me, right?
Yeah,
and then he talks like this all the time.
All right, so you guys are almost out of spells. Yeah, great. All right, now we'll go back into the. Whoops, what did I do with that? So we'll go back here, and I'll see where he falls into combat. Because that was your surprise round with him. And let's do this. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. He got a 10, so he pretty much stays where he at. So we'll go back to the top of the order, which means the pesky strong dwarf can go first.
All right, the pesky strong dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
He will swing, I guess. That worked good last time. I will swing.
Go to your strengths.
12.
That does not hit. No, you catch the part of the wall when you did, and it just kind of deflects your blow from hitting them. Eleanor.
Okay, I will. Oh, shoot, I'm just gonna spell it out, man. We're just gonna keep trying until we get this thing right. So I'm going to do a swarm.
Oh, okay. All right.
And just finish him off. I tried to go light on him, just do 1d4, but no, we're gonna go a full deal here. So
we're gonna do it. All right. What level is that one, Paul?
Swarm is a tier. I believe that is a tier 3. I want to say.
Okay.
It is tier 3, and it's a focus, a dense swarm of biting, either bats, rats, or locusts, or whatever I can muster.
Sure.
Appears in a near-sized cube around a point you can see within range. All creatures start their turn within that swarm, take 2d6 damage, and are blinded.
Wow, 2d6 damage.
Jesus.
Damn. All right.
So here we go. Let's see what happens.
Oh, finally. All right.
Nice. So this guy, what are you picking to swarm him? You can pick whatever. I mean, if it's something along those lines.
Yeah. Well, whatever's. I guess whatever I want to make appear. I guess I'll make it. I'll make it locust. I'm down for some locusts.
Locust. All right. You out of nowhere, these locusts crawl out from the rocks in the floor and just swarm this guy, and he had the same kind of arrogance and confidence that the other guy did. But when this happens, you can say he's not liking this at all. So go ahead and roll your damage, Paul. He's
okay.
like,
yeah,
nice, dude. After 11 from me, 11 from you, this guy's got to be fucked.
So you see this guy, he's on the ground, he's still alive.
Is he not allergic
on
to
his
locusts?
Knees? Yeah, it's got some
puffs up,
locust allergies and stuff like that. So go ahead Draymond, but he's dropped his weapon and he's on the ground. Well, he never even got to draw his weapon yet. It's still but he's like trying to swarm this locust away from him, and you hear him kind of
All right. Well,
That's
it looks like they have that well on hand, so I'm going to push past him.
I was wondering, that door is open, Tim, so we do see those people.
Yeah, I got to do I got to do their initiative next too.
So
they're added. Give me 1 second, Ken. I'll just figure out where they are in the turn order. If they roll like I usually roll, it'll be near the end. Yep. There we go. All right, go ahead and I'm gonna have you go first, Ken, and then I'll have these guys go.
okay, I'm going to move up to this one. So what is it?
You just see two guys standing there, but here's the strange thing: when you approach them, when you're kind of coming,
like Edgar and Johnny Winter.
It does kind of look like the Winter Twins, doesn't it?
Hey, Tim, did Liliana take a turn?
She's just kind of staying back and making sure you guys are. The only way she's going to attack is probably in her self-defense, guys.
Oh,
so just so you know, but what she's doing primarily is making sure you guys are staying in her torchlight. She's like I said, she's kind of. I should have had her move up here, huh?
She's a pro. This one here, damn, we picked the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the difference between you guys just getting a hireling and you guys actually getting a torchbearer. You guys, I haven't released it yet, but I actually have a torchbearer NPC class. And they can do different things, and they make torches, and they have different types of torches that they.
Oh, nice.
So,
dude, having the ability to like light and hand off Molotov cocktail type things, that'd be a great torchbearer thing,
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So, but when you approach them, they're not wearing any leather armor. They're looking like they're kind of wearing just more of a formal type. You're guessing is a priestly type of robe. They do have like that X symbol across their chest too, Ken, but across their eyes, you know how you had that smoke up there, the moving smoke?
Yeah.
There's like a little tiny version that goes across their eyes.
When the smoke gets in your eyes. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. There goes the viewers again.
You lose them already?
Hey,
he starts singing
I
again,
thought
though.
my Hokey Pokey song was.
That was pretty good. But I don't like to say that because it just encourages you.
You can't stop me either way.
I know, that's true.
All right. I am going to swing my Warhammer at this guy.
Okay. Yep. Oh, critical hit. Oh, 12 points of damage. And then that's your normal damage, right, Ken?
Yes.
So 24 points of damage. So the smoke that was in front of this guy's eyes, you knocked it right off his face too. You hit him so hard, he hits this barrel right here, Ken, and he splashes into the barrel, breaks the barrel open. You guys see ale pouring out, which offends your dwarf ethnicity within you.
No, not the ale.
Yeah, ale spills all over and makes you hate him even more. All right.
No burial for you.
Yeah, there's no sky burial for you. Now this guy steps up, Ken, and you see him raise his hand, and you see this blood X on his chest. When you raise your hand, you see it kind of vanish a little bit, and then we'll see if anything comes out because he's got to roll to do his spell too. Because if I roll like I normally do, you'll just see him implode. Let's see here, and this is going to be +3. Critical. All right.
Wow.
Don't forget, I have 83 hit points. Well, I did until Joe came along.
So what happens, Ken, is he raises his hand to blast you, and you see like his and it just kind of just surges through his hands, and he goes to blast you, and it hits your emblem. Your emblem turns black, falls off, and you go away unharmed.
Oh.
So now you don't have to bless anymore.
Now I'm mad.
All right, now we're back on the top of the order, guys. So we'll go to Mr. Colombo.
All right, that guy in front of me, Tim, he's still kicking somehow? He's still alive?
He is still alive.
Is this swarm? I yell quickly to Eleanor. Is this going to keep going?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then I'm moving through.
Oh, yeah. It's not going anywhere.
All right. Then we have 2 in here, Tim. Are still which one?
Well, I'm sorry. You have 1 in a barrel of ale.
Yep.
Who is no longer of this world.
Us.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have 1 who does not look. Oops, I made it. There we go. Who looks kind of baffled at what just occurred.
All right. I'm moving to the baffled one. On the way, I will smack a little bit Draymond in the back of the head for spilling and messing up the good ale, and admonish him mid-swing as I come down with the sword on this weird-ass one to the south.
Okay. All right.
All right. And here comes the sword swing. Oh, yeah. All right.
Now, when you went to go hit him, Joe, it felt like it hit something, but your strength just so it had like some sort of magical protection on him.
Okay.
But you just cut right through it.
All right. And I did 8 damage.
Okay. All right. We'll go with Eleanor.
I'm gonna roll 2d6 on damage here because I'm still focusing all those locusts on that guy.
Okay. And then you have to roll again too, don't you?
Do I? I thought
I think you have to, for focus, you have to roll each round.
Every round.
Oh, for focus, you have to roll each round. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can get it done again.
But that's just to retain focus, Tim. It's not. If you fail, it's not a spell fail, right?
No.
Okay.
It's just that his spell ends. No.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I'm actually starting to learn this game. That's how you got to do it. I got to do it by doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I learn by doing it.
All right. So let's go ahead and get my swarm here.
Swarm.
Yes. Double damage, baby. Maybe. I don't know. How does that work? What does that mean?
Well, it doesn't matter. He had 1 hit point left.
He only had 1 hit point. They all went in his mouth.
I was going to say, what would you like to describe to me how this guy does?
All the swarm flies into his mouth and until he just blows up with locusts.
Nice.
Until he bursts.
Nice.
Now, on a focus, if a nat 20 gets rolled, I would maybe say that you could argue that you don't have to roll focus anymore for the spell. For that spell.
I would agree with that. I would. I would be completely okay with that. Yep.
Yeah.
It just means you wouldn't be able to cast another spell, but at least
you
have it.
You have it. It's going to go.
I would say, okay, you know what? Maybe for the combat though, because otherwise you have it infinitely running around.
Exactly. Yeah, just for that combat. Yeah.
I agree. I think that's a good perk for a critical success.
Yeah.
Or I guess I don't know. Or just doing the double damage. That's
maybe up to the player. Give it up to the player's choice. You know what I mean? Situationally, you may want more.
Absolutely. No, that's a good. I like that. Yeah, I do like that. All right. What do we got? Eleanor blew up his guy.
Nice. Awesome.
All right. Now this guy goes, and you see him. What kind of movie?
It's like a horror movie scene. The locusts go into his mouth and explode out of his body. It's like Freddy Krueger level shit. It is, exactly.
I'm thinking more John Carpenter,
some grindhouse nonsense. You know what I mean? It's like evil, crappy
over
B-movie.
All right. Who's it? Colombo?
Yes.
All right. You, my friends, are now. I got to see what this one does real quick. You are now blind.
Oh, that's nice.
You see, briefly, you see that trail of smoke cover your. Well, not that you see it, but the smoke kind of appears in front of your eyes, and no matter which way you look right now, it just follows where your eyes are at.
Okay. I'm trying to. What is the Shadowdark rule for blindness? Is it like a negative to hit or something, or?
You know what? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd have to look at. I think you roll with disadvantage. That's what it is. Disadvantage.
Okay.
Yep. So the creature has disadvantages on tasks requiring the lost sense.
Okay. That makes sense.
Not the ale. Even K5K is over there lamenting the loss of the ale.
A true dwarf, the K5K is.
Yes. Didn't he win your prize too?
He sure did.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. Which one was it? Was it the proactive?
The proactive role player, yeah. And I was able to send him. He's from way across somewhere, so I wound up sending him sending him an Amazon gift card so he can buy it for himself.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Very cool.
He's in the faraway land.
Draymond. So you see the smoke gets in his eyes for Columbo there. So what would you like to do?
I am going to step up and attempt to thwack him with my warhammer.
Thwack. I like that.
I believe that's the official term for it. Thwacking.
Yeah.
Place your. It's a good book. I bought it a while back too. It's an interesting way of looking at things. 9 more points of damage. Still up, but definitely staggered. But not now.
I did.
All right.
I did 8, so it's 17 so far. Yeah, doing good.
All right. Let me double check something. Well, I guess I'll check it on his turn. And we are back up to Columbo. So you're at disadvantage, but.
Interesting. You had said that if he rolls a nat 20 like he did on the focus, the thing keeps going for the entirety of the combat. Is that thing still alive? That swarm's still there right now? Then are you implementing that now? Okay. So
Eleanor in combat.
So Eleanor could direct the living swarm somewhere. Okay, cool.
He has to move up. I think he has to do to near, don't you? So the only thing he'll have to do is adjust that.
Well, actually, range is far.
The range is far. Oh, very cool.
It happens in a near cube.
That's right, the near cube.
Area, right, it's the area, but I can cast it from far.
Okay.
So so then you could easily send it that way. So
okay, all right. I'm still going to swing with disadvantage. I've checked the disadvantage tab on the character sheet.
Excellent. Cool. I don't think we've seen this.
Sword. No, it should be interesting. I think it'll display a little differently.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So
critical
failure. Nat one. Oh my God. So if you see what it did on the roll, it automatically rolled twice and took the lowest. Now, if I click on advantage,
it took the lowest.
It'll take the highest. You see what I mean? The one that's highlighted is the one that affected it.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Roll one more time, Joe.
What kind of D20?
Just your attack roll, just regular.
Okay, normal is a 14.
All right, what's your armor class, Draymond?
I knew that was coming.
Mine is a 17. No, mine's a 15. I don't have my shield.
15. Okay, so you barely missed Draymond.
All right,
barely missed.
Hey, what's with all this inappropriate touching?
You're in the way.
All right, Eleanor, your turn.
Okay, so can I go ahead and then so as part of my natural 20, can I just go ahead and not roll and just move the swarm over here?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I'm just going to move the swarm right over here.
You don't have to roll because again, this guy only has 1 hit point of damage, so you kill him off too. So
nice.
He's dead.
One sting.
All right, and if you want to maintain it at this point, you'd have to roll,
Right. No, I'll go ahead and we'll let it dissipate.
Okay. All right. So Liliana comes down and steps over the puddle of what this guy is now, and that. So it goes down in here. Oh, he doesn't want to leave you behind, but so that way. So before you, what you see is a. Let me get this guy.
Oh, am I still blind because he's dead? Did it go
No,
off?
no, it's gone now.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though he rolled a nat 20, I was thinking maybe I'll screw with Joe.
Yeah.
No, it vanishes.
Okay.
It takes a little bit longer. You kind of got like, you know what floaters are
Yeah.
in your eyes?
Uh-huh.
You got floaters still, like wisps of smoke that are just kind of,
Okay.
you can't quite shake it. Nothing bad enough. Just more annoying. Let me get the X on this guy. So you see another chest right there. Pretty much the same. It even looks like the same maker. I mean, it looks like this chest was made by the same chest as that guy, or not that guy, that other chest in the other room. It looks almost like identical.
Locked as well?
Well, give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it is locked. Yes. Yeah,
okay.
Same kind of lock and everything. Almost looks exactly the same lock. And then you have a large, what is it called? A ton. The bigger kegs. It's got a lot in there. And then you got a smaller keg next to it. They look like different makers, though. Like they don't look from your dwarven senses. You're not even having a roll for this stuff. But the smaller one is definitely identical ale to the one that splashed out and everything. And the bigger one, it's a cheaper grog that they make in Scorn that you know exactly who makes it, you know exactly who sells it in Scorn.
All right. Okay. There's a lot of Scorn activity going on out here. I look back at Eleanor because Eleanor was still looking in the box when I yelled charge. Basically, you said, Eleanor, what did you find in that box in the chest up there?
She takes and pulls out this journal, and if she can, she'll move up here just to show.
And did you find anything else in there other than that?
There was some weapons, and they weren't very good. They were, you might be able to sell them for a few coins. But although I found this journal, and she, rubs her hand across it. It's rough. It's a leather of some kind that I don't know if I'm familiar with it or not. So I don't know if I can do an intelligence check or anything like that, or maybe I can show it to one of the guys who might know.
So Joe and you, Paul, can roll to see what it is, but it's going to be hard. So you're going to need an 18 or above. But Ken, you can do it on a 12 or above to identify.
Okay. Am I doing an intelligence check? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, intelligence check.
Close.
Ooh, very close.
Terrible.
What am I looking at?
yeah.
Is that a book?
Was there anything inside the journal? Like if I opened it, was it?
Yeah. Yep. You see that there's a lot of handwriting. It looks like it's probably 1/3 of the way full of notes of different, and it's readable. There's nothing there.
It's in common.
Yep, it's in common.
So what did we just roll then, Tim? What was that roll for? If not to read it,
to know what the skin was.
Okay.
What the outside was.
Okay. I'm curious. I want to go back and take a look at the bodies a little bit further, a little closer.
Now, so you also have bookshelves to the north there. So, so to the north, see the corner one there? Those look like some sort of bookshelves. They're not that full. They've got a few here and there. It looks like on the floor in front of it, they had torn apart books and thrown them down. But there's still a few left up there. And then there's a few food store items in that smaller one. They're like jars of things and whatnot.
All right.
I forgot what's your secondary your backgrounds real quick.
Scout.
Yeah. What about you, Paul?
Barbarian.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to think if I had figured one out here. No, I guess I
don't remember if you had one. I don't know. Did you put it on your character sheet?
There's a spot for it there, Ken, on the sheet if you're using it.
Last title, background. No, I didn't. My background just says background.
So go ahead and roll a d20, Ken, and we'll figure out what it is.
My title is badass.
I know, and it should be.
Yeah, with those rolls.
Freaking should be with those rolls, yeah. Or cheater, one of the two.
Oh, yeah, you were there, man. You saw it.
I know. I saw the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a barbarian.
Oh wow, well, a couple of barbarian priests, huh? That's funny.
The wild dwarves.
Yeah, the smelly duo.
Yeah. So you got some food stores. You got a few books over there. They look kind of like if you touch them, they may fall apart, kind of things.
Any particular topics?
Well, when you go to pick one up, one's like a tome, so it's like loosely, so it's just kind of wrapped in this just normal kind of wrapping, and you open it up and you start kind of flipping through it a little bit, and you can't read this language. This is all made of like what from your traveling around here. This looks like Nordic writing, so it's kind of incomprehensible.
The North.
I'm going to put my ear to this door because I just noticed there's actually a door here.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. And while you guys were in there, you do hear more people to the south.
All right. Do I hear like commotion, stores being drawn? Is it intensifying in any way, shape, or form?
No, because when you guys took care of the other guy, you took care of so quick. I know he screamed at one point, but it was,
yeah.
Then you blew him up. And then the other two guys really didn't say too much, and you guys whacked them. So it's not like there was a lot of. It's not like you guys are stealthy, but you're killing them fast enough that there's not a lot of noise either.
Yeah. I questioned to add a character to Paul. Did you take the 2 hard silver bars as well, or no?
I did not. I mean, it was kind of a rush deal. I was like,
we
were in there, and then we heard more commotion, so we had left them back there. I mean, we can go back and get them.
That's why I want to go back and get the silver off the guy too. I left a silver purse on him, so I think we should go back there really quickly and just see what's going on.
So each one of those bars will take up a slot.
I was going to say I have 2 slots left for them. If anybody.
No.
All right, you got it then, Paul.
All right.
So Paul, those are basically 100 hard silver piece bars.
Each one is 100 silver pieces?
Each one. Yep.
I think the multiple is 20, right, Tim, of that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's 2,000 silver each. They go for. Hard silver is a different thing.
Yeah, you guys have never seen it in this, quantity unless it was already made into something.
Yeah. Do you know the hard silver thing, Paul? I don't know if we ever went over that, Tim, with Paul.
No, not with me.
So hard silver in my campaign is sort of like it's a kind of a unique material where it's a hard silver because it can be made into weapons, it can be made into armor, and it's just as good as iron armor. Not like because regular silver wouldn't keep out a butter knife type deal. But this stuff can be made. So what they'll do is a lot of the Northmen in the days they used to mine this was their sacred metal, and it can affect. Even though it's non-magical, it's almost like, I guess, cold iron. It can affect like undead. It can affect demonic stuff. It has a lasting effect on that. Basically, it works into it does double damage. And so if you're fighting a ghoul and you hit it with a silver short sword, that silver short sword will do double damage to it. And if something requires magic and you use that against it, it's not enchanted. It can hit it without being enchanted.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll hang on to that.
Yeah. So you see another one of those doorways. Oh, I should ask what you guys want to do. So you hear to the south, you hear that noise coming from there, and you guys haven't looked in this chest yet.
Yep. And Tim, I just wanted to, when he ran up to grab the bars, I'll run up and grab the silver pieces out of the purse of 20 silver.
Yeah,
the guy had.
I just assumed you took that with you, anyways. I mean, because if you grabbed the key, it was all in a pouch. You could just grab everything.
Oh, okay. I thought they were separate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have.
No.
So then I had it silver. Good. So we got the hard silver. Nothing else of value up there other than the silver in the book.
No, you guys have kind of, unless you want the guy's broom.
No, that's unless
No.
it's magical. If I could fly on it, I'm like all about that.
Well, I am a witch, so
Yeah, I was
There you
going to
go.
say, but maybe I have a certain card out there that has a magical broom on it.
oh, let me find that.
Look at him. He's like,
I think I got that in the mail.
That's right. We did have one. Maybe he's fucking. That would be such a Tim thing to fuck with us too. You know, to send us in the mail the thing. It is a broom of cleansing. I'm looking at it right now.
and have it with the first guy you meet who's just a janitor.
Is
Yeah.
this what was he held in his hand?
Did it
That's
look just
exactly
like
what he held in his hand.
son of a bitch?
I'm not saying it's magical, but it's a basam, so you know.
You're a witch. You got to take it just by obligation. You know what I mean?
Well,
You're kind of
I'm
like,
out of slots. I
oh,
I can toss
It's either the silver or the broom. Which one do you want? 2,000 silver?
Yeah,
Oh, we're taking the silver.
I'll take the silver. Yeah, I'll take the silver.
So okay,
right.
so you guys have the this chest here left. You got the door to the south, and then you have the other door on the other side to the south. So those are what you have right now. Any idea? You can stop by, get refreshed, get some drinks into you.
I say we pop this. This thing has a lock. Let's see if this key fits the lock.
It does.
All right, yeah. Pop it open and see what's in there.
All right, when you go to pop that one open, it gives a resistance. Like this one hasn't been opened recently.
Okay.
It seems like. And when you go to open it, it doesn't open all the way. It's almost like catching on something.
I was gonna bring the torch a little lower here, or the lantern, Tremont. I'm gonna look at it, see what's going on. It's open a little bit. I might be able to get a better view. You know,
It looks like it's catching on something metal.
metal inside of it.
Yeah, like a metal piece.
Are you looking at the chest?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
the top of the lid can't open too far because there's a piece of metal caught in there. It's like jamming it up. We can't open it all the way.
Yeah, right by the lock. It's almost like holding.
Yeah. So I guess.
Well, what if I hold the lid up and you slice your sword across?
Yeah, I'll use my sword as leverage, or no, I got a crowbar. I'll use the crowbar and see if I can do something with it. Why damage a sword? You know,
Pry it open.
Try to fuck with it with the crowbar. Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. So when you pop it, I mean, it pops pretty easy, and you see this kind of, well, it's a vial of stuff, and it doesn't look like it got broke when you opened it up.
Ah. Okay. All right.
You got this stopper, and then underneath it, you see a lot more coinage. And again, all of the coinage that's down, here, is all like newly minted Scorn coins.
All right. So gingerly take the poison vial away, carefully set it on the ground.
I'm gonna need a dex roll.
Okay. I have a good dex. Let's see how this.
Yep,
how good is. Let's see how good is good. All right,
stand. Get a niner, but it's an easy task, but it still needs to be done.
So we stand back. This is probably poison, and if I drop it, you'll all die or something. So.
And then don't you have something that you get advantage on dex?
I took the other one. I did strength. Yeah.
Oh, you did strength. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Everybody stand back, and Eleanor, you too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Oh! I juggled the motherfucker. Backflip it.
So you got it secured. Now you don't have to worry about it at all and everything.
All right.
So, but within there you see a bunch of loose coins.
All right. So I put that thing safely in a pouch or a backpack, Tim. It won't be jostled or broken or whatever. Then that good.
It'll take up one slot, but I mean, if you do get hit with that thing on it, there's going to be a chance of it busting.
Yeah, let's not do that then. All right, I'll lay it carefully on the floor then, knowing that.
Okay.
Then looking.
I mean, it's kind of like your oil flask. I mean, if you got hit pretty hard, I was going to make you roll for maybe an oil flask or two busting open on you. But I mean, they would still have to, hit you pretty hard for it. It's not going to be an automatic.
You know what I'll do? I'll just place it right on top of this thing here, because when I open the door, there's people in there. I'm going to throw it in and smash it open and kill them all with it. So I'll leave it right here as a, all right. And then look in there. What is it? What's in there? How many coins?
I just told you. Were you going to count them?
I mean, roughly hundreds, thousands.
Your dwarf calculator in your head, you're calculating about 500 loose silver pieces in there.
Wow. Okay. Wow. A ball of scorn. This is a mother load here.
Well, it's too bad we can't carry it.
I know. I'll leave it here for now.
Tim, can Eleanor look at the if she notices that the chests are the same, does the chests themselves have any maker's mark on it or something like that? Any kind of symbol?
Give me actually all of you guys can do it. You guys are all going to be about the same. So 12 or above.
For intelligence, it is?
Yeah, intelligence roll. No.
Fuck.
No, Columbo's.
Fuck.
Draymond slipped at his foot, and Eleanor. Yeah, you guys aren't much into like going to the antique stores and scoring. You're more of a tavern kind of guy.
Yeah.
You're not antiquing. Antiquing is not a burden to you guys.
All that ale went to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's staring at, wondering how he can save it.
Lap it up.
Wonder if I can wring out that guy's vestments and get the ale out of it.
Right.
Speaking of those guys, we have not yet searched these three guys.
Yes.
So what do we have on these three?
When you look at the two kind of Edgar Winter twins and stuff, they don't have anything on them except the garb that they're wearing. They don't have any particular. They have their vestments, which are, like I said, blood stained and everything. Mm-hmm. So yeah. And then the guy up above there, the one he had the same exact stuff as the one above. He didn't have a key, but he had 20 silver on him.
20 silver. Okay.
Yeah, and it's also minted from Scorn.
Okay, I'll snag the silver, leave the rest. I mean, when you say crappy chain, is it sellable or is it just utterly shit?
Up in Scorn, they will buy. The one blacksmith will buy the scrap per pound, but carrying the silver is worth more than carrying of chain. Now, if you get it repaired, but unfortunately, the blacksmith that you have is not an armorer, so he doesn't.
More of a shield guy.
Yeah, well, his son's he can't. He doesn't even make shields. His son does.
Yeah,
He's basically he makes his money making melting down all the crap stuff that you guys bring him and make them into ingots and sell them back to Scorn.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
does the what was I going to ask here now? Oh, I make a proposal to Draymond and to Columbo. I says, what do you think would happen if we were to take some blood and put X's on our chests?
In this place, I don't trust it. I don't know what it would happen. Maybe if we died, our souls would go to wherever the Netherlands is. I don't want to go to some other deity's Netherlands.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
I'm not even a priest, and I know that.
Do I Tim? Does that? Do I have any sense of? Do I know any religion that does something like this?
Well, yeah, you guys remember. Well, Paul Eleanor, because this is more of a witch kind of cult type thing, and blood is what focuses their magic ability. That's pretty much what it's there for. It's more for power to give them power to cast the spells. And like I said before, if they don't have the blood, they can't cast the spells.
So, being a witch, if I put blood on my chest, do I have power?
No, it's for certain type of witches. This the Nocturna.
Oh, that's right, the Nocturna. Yeah.
Yeah, they're more focused on the blood magics.
That's right. Okay.
You're still kind of, I would imagine, more of a natural witch kind of.
Yep.
Type of situation.
I'm a natural woman.
You are. All right, guys. It's 10:10. Do you want to call it a night here? Because it went by quick, but
seems like a good spot to stop. Actually,
yeah,
I was thinking that too.
And that way, yeah. All right. So any feedback, guys? I haven't asked this in a while, but any feedback on the adventure, things that was confusing or needed clarification, or comments about the system at all?
The out of combat turn is hard to get used to for me.
Well, you know what? That's the way they do it, but I'm not a big fan of it either. But I think they do it just to make sure, because you guys, I'm not too much worried about, but it makes sense if it's a group of like Paul does, like with kids. I'd want to have some sort of order for the kids.
Yeah.
Kind of more structure kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's a good idea for that kind of thing. But with you guys, it seems like it just becomes a little
unnatural.
bit of a hindrance to the natural flow of the conversation. And
like when I put the sword to his head and he didn't, I said, "Did he kneel?" It's not his turn. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" It was like, huh?
Well, but I would have done that anyways in that situation because we were still kind of in combat.
Okay.
And then plus I wanted to see what everybody else was going to do.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
I think there's plenty of threads to pull on. There's lots of little bits and pieces to investigate.
So, I got to do that. The key to your success is snail mail 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think. I mean, as a adventure, I mean, I think it's both. We don't. It's fun to walk in and not. I wouldn't say not know anything, but when you're facing people, well, I like facing humanoids because you just have no idea what sort of powers or abilities they have, hit points,
right?
And so, and I think from an adventuring perspective or playing perspective, it's like it's really interesting to try to figure out what this place is and what they're actually doing.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I like the scorn stuff you're bringing in too. I like all that the little things that like I hear it and I'm like, oh, it means something to me.
That's the nice when I have somebody who's played, like Ken played in several men. Now that you've got a few under my belt, maybe Paul down the these things will, even though I say them, they'll actually have some context to you that you can bring them in and how that would come into play, and you can put even though it's sort of not out of game knowledge, it's just more encompassing knowledge. You've got, this, you would know this, just being in this world kind of thing. So, I do like playing on that and trying to weave in a little bit more than just the obvious.
Yeah, and you can do that. I mean, that's what I like about it too, is the fact that it's a homebrew world. In other words, it's very I can't, you could sit back and, in other, whether it's 5e or other games, and you can guesstimate and say, oh, that's this, and that's got that, and it does this. And really in this particular adventure, we don't know what does what. We're like going, they can do anything. We don't know what they're doing. Yeah. So I think that's part of the fun of doing it, is not knowing what is valuable or what is, what this thing can do or cannot do.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I'm, as a player, I do. Like when I first started playing 5e, it was almost like rediscovering D&D again a little bit, because you didn't know what could do what, and then like goblins scared you a little bit. because I remember when we first were you there, Kim, when Rob ran that first thing? Like, we kept on running into those damn goblins and we couldn't get past the damn things because they kept.
Well, we also went into a place where he decided to use the lighting.
Well, that was even before that. I mean, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Just the very first encounters and just not knowing. And yeah, I do like that, bringing that in. But of course, like when you bring in NPCs, that's the nice thing. It's like you can have all the monsters in the world, but there's nothing scarier than just a guy who's looking at you who doesn't seem to be bothered at all.
Yeah.
Well, when like this guy broke his bow, it's like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't figure that out either.
I thought he was surrendering.
That's what I thought.
I thought he was gonna.
Knows?
He was gonna do some sort of magic thing but what he did, I didn't expect.
I still don't understand what he did or why he did it, but yeah, who fuck knows?
Maybe you guys will find it. Now the funny thing is you guys were able to get through the stairs and 2 rooms.
Yeah.
In about an hour and a half. That's what I'm trying to kind of figure out the pacing too. Because I mean, Shadowdark still works really good with combat. I mean, it moves fast, and you guys are just slaughtering people. You guys are doing massive amounts of damage. I mean, and then of course you got a couple. You guys, like unlike last week where you guys, well, your magic sucked, but except for the 1 roll. But I mean, you guys were just blowing through some folks and everything. So I can see like the leveling up, like a 5th. It seems like a 5th level, and my vision may be skewed by this, but a 5th level character in Shadowdark is more powerful, or conceivably be more powerful than like maybe a 5th level OSE character. Not 5th edition,
right?
5th level character, because
right.
it's obviously got a different scale, but I mean something similar along those lines, like different systems on the. Because I don't know, because you guys because you're Joe, you just have an uber character right now. I mean,
I mean, skewing the stats,
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it doesn't keep you from getting hit yourself, though.
Yeah. And Ken's guy has more hit points than me for all my uberness. You know what I mean? He rolled awesome on hit point rolls, so
But I also think like you don't get a bonus on attack for level, do you?
No,
you get
a 5th level character and a 1st level character. The attack is the same.
Well, what ends up happening is, what's that?
On spells, I mean, you get based on the tier. I mean, you have an option. You can get a +1 to spell attacks. I mean, in your talents.
Well, there's also that one thing, guys. I think because we haven't played it enough too, is like for a fighter, weapon mastery. Choose one type of weapon. And you get +1 of attack with your weapon and damage, but you get an additional +1 for every half of your level rounded down. So like Joe's getting +2 because he's a fighter. So next level he'll get +3. And I think that's the same way with the I think the magic user, at least, where they kind of continue to. Is that what it is? Maybe not. No. It's saying choose it. Oh, okay, so you just get to roll off of that. So I think fighter's the only one who continually gets to. The wizards get the extra spells, and then you get your pluses to attack and damage in, Joe.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we get any experience for these 2 past adventures, by the way?
Well, do you guys? Because what I was thinking too is like, I'm just kind of doing this as a test thing. It's not going to be an ongoing thing. But if you guys want to take these characters after we kind of sample this, and then go back to 1st level, we could always do that.
Yeah, I love that because I don't want to waste these scores.
No, I know you don't. I don't.
On a one-off.
I think all you guys have really good characters. Actually. I like them all.
Yeah,
I like yours, Paul, because now I'm getting outside the book and I got to look into the witch, and I was reading about eye bite, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool spell. I like that one. That's a good one. I like that little weird side effect where, it does damage, and then now you can't see me. If you're in a one-on-one fight, that would just be aggravating as hell. You attack Joe with that. If you look square up on you two, you think, well, Joe's going to slaughter this guy. Eye bite. Oh, you can't see me. Bad. It's kind of interesting. What does he say? 1.5 hours is a brief session. Yeah, it is a real brief session. To explore a couple of rooms while fighting your way in seems about right pace, but would benefit from a 3. Yeah, you're right. Normally when we run, because usually we start our game set around 7 on normal nights, but originally this was just a bullshit show. Me and Joe bullshitting, and now it's kind of turning into a little bit of live,
night.
what is it?
Yeah, live
Game night
streaming
kind of
game.
thing.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
we swore we would never do.
Yeah, ever. Yeah.
We swore for reasons.
Mm-hmm. Didn't like it canceled.
But I think we behaved pretty well. I don't think
Yeah.
we've done too bad on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good.
But, yeah. So no, yeah, it sounds good. So I guess we'll pick up. You guys, like right now, you're like I said, your options are where you're at right now. You hear a noise from the south. You hear more people. They don't seem to be alerted to you. But you have a door to the south where you're at right now, and then you have that other door to the south that's a little further east. Okay. So keep that in mind, and I guess we'll keep do this until I don't know. I would have thought you guys got further, but I keep on forgetting how short our sessions are too.
Yeah. It goes fast. You're right, but at the same time, it's already 10:20.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. No, I appreciate you guys playing. Though I always enjoy.
Thanks for running it, man. This is fun.
Yeah, thanks. That was great, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, what's good about it too is having guys like you, because I might do this with not another group. I want to get some newbies.
Really?
And try it on. Some newbies and try it. Not this particular adventure, but just the system itself.
Yeah. Because
that'll be like the true. To me, you don't know a system until you give it in the hands of newbies, and they kind of ask you questions, and they're going to ask questions you weren't ready for, or they're going to look at things a whole different way. We're old grognard guys, and we already kind of got it set in our head where if you get somebody from a fresh perspective, they'll be like, that's a pretty good question. I have no idea. Well, I've got to look into that. I'm not sure.
I know that ShireCon is up in the air for you, Tim, based on a lot of stuff going on. But if you did come up, would this be something you run?
And I don't know if it'd be this adventure, because as you know and Ken knows and everything, a lot of my adventures are really tied in with my setting. I'd have to vanillaize it a little bit. So, but what I think I might would, if I went up to ShireCon, I might keep score like the old tournament days. Have score, instead of like experience points, it would be score. So to kind of have a running tally of how people groups, have the party make a name, and then the I don't know, the Joes. They scored 20 points going through this ones, and the Kens got 21 points.
Yeah.
And the Pauls, they didn't get any points because they died at the footsteps.
That's fair.
So, all right. Well, thanks again for playing.
Thanks everybody for watching, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for all the people coming in.
All right. All right, y'all. I'll see you next week, and Tim, I'll see you tomorrow. Right? You in for tomorrow night's game?
Yes.
All right. All right. Sounds good.
All right. Good night, everybody. See you 5K.
Have a good week.